Dear friends, in class 11 we are studying third chapter trigonometric functions, and let us study the next point, domain and range of trigonometric functions. Domain and range of trigonometric functions. Let us take the first trigonometric function y is equal to sin x. Now try to understand this angle. We have already studied if this is x axis, this is y axis, y equal to sin x function. So it will be on y axis. Now you can understand x can be any angle. So x can be 0, it can be root 2, it can be root 3 pi, it can be root 3 pi, it can be root 2, it can be pi, it can be twice pi, and so on. In negative direction also it can be root 2, it can be root 2 pi, it can be pi, and so on. So angle can be anything, right from 0 to anything. So this y equal to sin x function exists for all the real numbers. It means x can be any real number. Hence domain of sin function is equal to set of x such that x belongs to real numbers. So x can be any real number, that is this angle can be any real number. It can be rational number, it can be irrational number. Now let us see what will be the range of sin x. So when we plot the graph of y equal to sin x, you will get for 0 angle we have the sin's value as 0. So for sin 0 we know that sin 0 is equal to 0. Then sin pi by 2 is 1. So here we will get the value 1. Then sin pi is 0. Then sin 3 pi by 2, this is 3 pi by 2. You will see the value becomes minus 1. For pi by 2 it becomes positive 1. And for twice pi it again becomes 0. Then if you extend the angle further, you will notice that it increases up to 1 and again decreases to negative 1. Again it increases to positive 1 and again it decreases to negative. So as the angle increases, value of the sin x always changes from positive 1 to negative 1 and again from negative 1 to positive 1. Please note, for all the values, for sin 0, when x is equal to 0, pi, 2 pi, when it is equal to 3 pi. Similarly, when it is negative also, you will notice that it changes from negative 1 to positive 1. So here you will notice for pi by 2, negative pi by 2, you will have the sin's value as negative 1. Then for pi, negative pi also you will notice the value becomes 0. So here 3 pi by 2, negative 3 pi by 2, we are having sin's value as positive 1. So you will always notice that sin's value varies from positive 1 to negative 1, and it can never be greater than positive 1 and it can never be smaller than negative 1. Hence range is equal to set of y such that y is between positive 1 and negative 1. So here y's value always is between positive 1 and negative 1. So this is range of sin x. Now this can be written in set form as well as in the form of brackets. We have already studied, if it is written in square bracket, it means it includes both positive 1 and negative 1 and all the values between positive 1 and negative 1. So it can be written in this way as well. Range of sin x is close bracket negative 1 to positive 1. Please note that as the value increases from 0 to pi by 2, sin's value increases from 0 to 1. When the angle increases from pi by 2 to pi, sin's value decreases from 1 to 0. When the angle's value increases from pi to 3 pi by 2 and sin's value decreases from 0 to negative 1, and when the angle increases from 3 pi by 2 to pi, this is twice pi, 3 pi by 2 to twice pi, you will notice that value increases from negative 1 to 0. This can be understood in this way also. When the angle increases from 0 to pi by 2, this is pi by 2, 0 angle, this is pi angle, this is 3 pi by 2 angle. So when the value increases from 0 to pi by 2, sin's value increases to 1. When it increases, angle increases from pi by 2 to pi, you will notice that value decreases from 1 to 0. Then when it increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, when the angle increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, value decreases from 0 to negative 1, and when it increases from 3 pi by 2 to twice pi, you will notice the value increases from negative 1 to 0. So this is the graphical representation of the sin x function. You will notice that it always oscillates from positive 1 to negative 1. Angle can increase to any number and it can decrease to any number. But the value of sin x always oscillates from positive 1 to negative 1 and negative 1 to positive 1. Dear friends, let us study the next function, y equal to cos x. Y equal to cos x. So, if this is x-axis and y-axis, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, y equal to cos x function now we are studying. If you try to plot the graph of this, for x equal to 0, cos x value is having 1, and this is x equal to 0. When it becomes pi by 2, value becomes 0. When it becomes pi, the value becomes negative 1. This is negative 1, this is positive 1. When it becomes 3 pi by 2, value again becomes 0. And when it becomes twice pi, again it becomes positive 1. When you further increase the angle, you will notice that the value always increases and decreases from positive 1 to negative 1. This side also, if you try to decrease the angle, you will get the values oscillating between, value changing from positive 1 to negative 1. Here also you will see that for negative pi by 2, the value of cos x becomes 0. For pi, negative pi also you will notice that the value becomes negative 1. And so on. For 3 pi by 2, you will notice that value of cos x becomes 0. So this is the graphical representation. This is the graphical representation of the function cos x. So you will understand cos x exists for all type of angles. So x can have any angle, right, from 0 to any angle, to an extremely large angle as well as extremely small angle, negative direction. We have studied that this is angles in anti-clockwise direction are positive. You can take any angle and go on rotating. It can be up to very large angles. If it is taken in clockwise direction, then it becomes a negative angle. So you can understand, we can take the angles measure to be anything. If you go on rotating, you will notice that we can take a measure of x or measure of angle to any degrees. It means x can have any real values. Hence, the domain of the function is domain of cos x. Domain of cos x is equal to set of x such that x belongs to real numbers. So it means cos x function exists for all real numbers. Now, next is range of a cos x function. Range of cos x. Please try to understand. If you increase the angle, you will notice the value of the cos x increases from positive 1 to negative 1, and it will never have the value greater than positive 1 and smaller than negative 1. It means for all angles, y is always between positive 1 and negative 1s. Hence, range of cos x is equal to set of y such that y is between y is greater than equal to 1 and is less than equal to positive 1. So y is always between negative 1 to positive 1. This can be written in close bracket form as negative 1 to positive 1. Please understand, close bracket means negative 1 and positive 1 both are included, and all the values between negative 1 and positive 1 are also included in this. So please try to understand, this exists for negative angles as well as positive angles. Hence domain is equal to set of x such that x is a real number and range of cos x is set of y such that y lies between, y is between negative 1 equal to or between negative 1 and positive 1. Also notice that as the angle increases, from 0 to pi, you will notice that 0 to pi by 2 cos x value decreases from 1 to 0. When angle increases from 0 to pi by 2, cos x value decreases from 1 to 0. Then when the angle increases from pi by 2 to pi, you will notice that value decreases from 0 to negative 1. And when the angle increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, this is 3 pi by 2, you will notice that the value increases from negative 1 to 0. And when the angle increases from 3 pi by 2 to twice pi, the value increases from 0 to positive 1. And it continues to oscillate between positive 1 to negative 1 when we try to increase the angle or we try to decrease the angle. So this is the graphical representation of the function cos x.